Well, that was Dallas and Gloria. I met them while I was waiting in line to go through the tunnel and got to talking with him, and he said he was on his way up here to pick up a van or a Suburban for a friend of his, and said it wouldn't, they got it off the boat and it wouldn't start or whatever, so he brought a trailer up here to load it back to wherever they're from, so Soldotna or something like that, I think he said. And him and his wife, and super nice people. We went and actually had dinner together, and Dallas, thanks for buying dinner. I wasn't expecting that, but he bought, we had some kind of halibut fish and chips kind of thing. And so anyway, he headed back to wherever their house is, and or they had to go to Anchorage, I think, and deliver that pickup, that Suburban, and then go home. So they had to get through the tunnel, the 8 o'clock trip through the tunnel, so they left. I got in the van, drove around the neighborhood, and just kind of checked it all out. I don't know if you can see from here. It's awful overcast and murky. It's a marine layer dropped in. Let's see here. Behind that tree, there's the cruise ship. Let's see here. Right there is the cruise ship. Okay, and then anyway, it's hard to see with this lens and with this weather and everything. But anyway, there's a cruise ship and all the marina and all that. And then down closer to us here is the port where the trains unload. What I found really interesting about this place is the railroads. Now, I think I'm right on this. I don't know. It's what I read. It's what, you know, I can only go by what I'm told. All the rail lines in Alaska are not connected to any rail line in the lower 48 or Canada. They're all just in Alaska only. If you need a train, if you need to get a train from the lower 48 up here to Alaska, let's say a new engine, the engine, or just any new cars or whatever, what they do is they put them on a barge. It's a railroad barge. And I don't know where at, Vancouver or Portland or Seattle, I'm not sure, but somewhere they put them on this barge and they run them up through the intercoastal waterway and come up here to Whittier. And right here where right in this area, right there, the barge will pull in there and the trains will unload off of that onto the dry land, and then they get on the tracks and go through the tunnel. And that's how you get trains. If you need a brand new locomotive from the States shipped up here, that's how you get it up here. Who knew? They got a name for it. I'll butcher it if I try. I'll just put it here. I'll look it up and I'll put it as a note. But it's neat. This town fascinates me, and it's not glamorous or anything like that. I'm sure there's, and if this fascinates me, maybe the next towns will even be better. But it's neat. I talked to one of the locals, and he says, well, this used to be back in World War II. It was a submarine base, and then during the Cold War, they used it as a submarine base. And he says, I think they still got a base here. So, who knows? Maybe. But the reason it was a submarine base is because this water out here is real deep. It's not like up in Anchorage where it's real shallow, the mud flats and everything. This is real deep. So you can bring a submarine underwater here and never even pop the surface until you get right up here somewhere, covertly. So, this is Whittier, and I'm pleasantly surprised. It's everything I thought it would be plus more. So, super cool, Alaska. Keep them up. Keep it up. Morning. 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 We're in, where are we at? Oh, we're in Whittier. I don't even know what day it is. Morning. We're in Whittier this morning. Spent the night here. Not downtown. I went up way to the southern edge of town. There's a road that heads out. It's called Jeep Trail. It's a very well paved road. I mean, it's not paved. It's this shale rock, and very nice and smooth. A couple little potholes here and there, but really good road. Went up there, kind of like almost an observation post, and I could see the town And then the fog kind of set in last night, and while I was doing editing, I had the camera, the GoPro on time-lapse. Was going to watch the cruise ship leave, and just about the time they blew their horns getting ready to leave, the fog set in. You could just barely see it going out. I mean, I could barely see it with my eyes. I don't know if the camera captured that or not, but anyway, left up there, come down the hill back into town. I saw this little picnic area thing here, and there was a Ford pickup here, so I pulled down to see what's going on. They backed out and left, and as they left, they says, "There's fish in that stream." Oh, okay. So I walked down here, and it's just a little picnic area and everything. And right there's the ocean, the inlet, that's salt water right there. Right here's the mouth of this little stream, river, whatever, and comes right up here, and right, see this rock? Right below that rock, right there, is about a half dozen trout. I don't know what kind they are. I don't have a good enough eye for that yet. I don't really know what I'm looking at, but they say the steels are running, or the silvers are running right now. So maybe they're silver trout. I don't know. I'm going to step over here and look down a little bit. Man, this is pretty. This is just calming. I could sit here all day. I ain't gonna, but I could.